those are center mass.
How was that one? That felt good.
Yep, that was .46 and it's .25 and the second one's 2.1.
Okay.
And everything you hit, well, you're drawing circles, Sean.
All right.
So that's great.
So I think a lot of that, okay, so I'm aware of the sight.
Yeah.
Big dots are pretty hard to miss anyways,
Uh-huh.
right? They're really, really easy and intuitive to set up, I think, from a sight alignment, sight picture perspective. That big golf ball just hangs there. It makes for a nice, contrast when you're putting it against a target. So consistency downrange on the target with regards to group size. Not that I'm, hyper concerned about group size. And guys, we're talking about, something probably around that size for group, right? I think a lot of that has to do with body position, and we're going to let the tape show that later.
Yep.
Whether or not that was really consistent, and that grip. So using that thumbs forward grip style, really pointing with the thumb, making sure that the grip is good, and kind of relaxing in the arms a bit. So I don't think I'm really overextending. I've got a little bit of flex going on there. So
Yeah, and there was no wild gyrations. Everything was just going to the same spot.
Okay, so those return shots are
Yeah,
coming back
it's
down.
just everything was very consistent. The time and the placement and the movement. So
Awesome. Good.
you were almost machine-like in it. So
Well, I think, one of the keys there is to relax. I've discussed before, you come out here, you shoot with a bunch of buddies, you get a bunch of dudes on the line, and it becomes a testosterone fest, right? Who's got the bigger set of balls? And so it can be a lot of self-imposed stress, I think, and tension. And, from the MMA world, right? Do you fight better when you don't breathe and you're tense? Or do you fight better when you're loose and aware?
yeah,
Right, or relaxed, certainly you've taught me a lot in that arena, and I think it translates very, very well to what we're doing here with firearms. Good body position certainly requires a bit of muscle involvement, but enough to be consistent and enough to maintain efficiency. Like you shouldn't feel fatigued when you're done shooting. Because there's not a whole lot of physical activity involved in pressing a trigger or holding a couple pounds worth of ammunition and steel up in front of you.
but I must bear down.
Yeah, right. Okay. And I don't have big guns or anything, so me doing the whole tricep pose down isn't going to look good to begin with. So that's what it is, guys. That's why I'm saying be relaxed, because even if I flex, it doesn't look good. All right, so we're up to fours now.
Fours now.
Make sure you put your hearing pro back in, because you'll know if you don't.
Yeah. I can't get those things to stay in my cauliflower ears for anything now. They don't. They just pop right out. I'm like, shit. Shooter ready?
Yeah, I'm ready. Though, you know what? I don't like the fact that I'm double gripping here. There we go. That's what I'm shooting with. That right there.
Well, 1 second flat.
1 second flat.
Just 1 second across the board.